Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome to My Yoga Time. Today's short yoga snack is a dynamic practice and we're focusing on a happy, healthy back and also our knees. So there's a couple of postures here which are great for both knees and the back. Now I'm using my favorite prop of all time, a yoga block, and I've got two for this practice. So when you're ready, come down onto your back, make sure you can reach your block. And we'll place the block in between the thighs. So bring those heels as close to the bottom as you can, and those feet are naturally going to be hip width apart. So press the feet down and away from the hips. On the inhalation, let's float the arms above the head. Take a moment to pause, and as you do, begin to tuck the tailbone. So lift the pubic bone towards the belly button. And then as you exhale, bring the hips all the way up. Pausing there. Inhale to float the arms down. And then lift the heels. Exhale to lower the hips. Tailbone is last to touch down. And then the heels. Inhaling, arms lift. Press the feet down and away. Pause, tuck the tailbone. Exhale to lift the hips. Firm the thighs in on the block. Inhalation, the arms lower. As you begin to exhale, lift the heels and ripple down one vertebrae at a time. Continue to move at your own pace with the breath. Arms move when you inhale, hips move when you exhale. Now is a good time to place the tip of your tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Keeping your jaw relaxed. And feeling the breath roll over the back of the throat. We're just going to do one more. Well done. Removing the block when you touch down for this last time. Option 2, take your feet as wide as the mat and let the knees fall in, or cup the hands over the knees. Arms as straight as you inhale, bending the elbows as you exhale. Take longer here if you need, otherwise preparing to rock yourself up to seated. And once again, we'll reach for the block, come into tabletop, and place the block in between your thighs. Hands under the shoulders, middle fingers in line with the shoulders and parallel to one another, and we'll curl those toes under. Inhale into your little back bend. And as you exhale, rounding out the spine, keeping that roundedness as you take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Holding here as you inhale, feel the thighs firm in on the block. And then as you exhale, slowly bring those knees down. Inhale into your back bend. Exhaling to round. Hips up and back. Press into the pads of the fingers. Squeeze the heels of the palms in. This time we'll come forward into plank position. Round out the upper back, tuck the tailbone under and firm those thighs in on the block. Bring the body forward as though you're looking over a cliff. pressing into the pads of the fingers. And try to squeeze the elbows in. They'll brush the ribs as you come all the way down to the mat. Keeping the block in between the thighs, hands underneath the shoulders. Try to squeeze the heels of the palms inwards, elbows pointing back to the feet, tailbone tucking under, and as you inhale, float the chest and the legs up. Try and pull the hands back. As you exhale, lower down, feet and forehead meet the mat. Prepare, tailbone tuck, squeeze heels of the palms in, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Let's do 2 more. Pulling the hands back, tractioning the spine. Well done. Tuck those toes under. Return to plank. Round out the back. Downward facing dog. Gently press the chest towards the thighs, the armpits towards the shins. Broadening the shoulders. Firming the thighs in on the block. And here you might even like to try and lift the tip of your pinky toe and maybe the 2 toes next. Again, tractioning the spine. From here, we'll walk those hands back towards the feet. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale to fold. Finding chair pose, reach the arms behind you, sweep them forward. Bringing the arms up. So thighs are squeezing in on the block. Some people here like to keep a neutral pelvis and hips. If that's pressing or jamming in your lower back, tuck the tailbone under and round out the back. And all the way up. Well done. Let's remove that block. And using 2 blocks now, place them behind your heels on the flat side next to one another. And then we're going to lift the heels up onto the blocks. So keep those feet hip width apart. To help with your stability here, a little bend in the knees, tailbone tucks under. We're going to bring the fingertips in front of the heart, palms are apart. I want you to round out the upper back, as round as much as you can, and push the arms and the armpits down so you feel them firm. Inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze the heels in towards one another, bend the knees, lower down, chair pose once again. Imagine you've still got the block in between your thighs. Try to round the back. Option to stay as you are or extend those arms behind you, palms face the ceiling, looking down, stretching the fingers. Bring the hands back to the heart center, come all the way up. Little bend in the knees. Tuck the tailbone, round out the back, and we'll twist to your left. Try to keep the hips square, so push the left hip forward as you bring the shoulder back. Come back to center. And other side. So we're emphasizing the twist in the middle and upper back, not the lower back. Heels squeeze in, back is rounded, lower down. Jaw is relaxed. Staying here or extending the arms behind you, looking down. Fingertips to meet again, coming all the way up. We're going to twist. Again, find that roundedness. Left hip forward, left shoulder back. Last one. Heels squeezing in towards one another. Imagine you're holding that block. And And lower down, coming off the blocks. Give your feet a little walk, give the shoulders a little roll. You should be feeling a little more spacious through the soles of the feet as well. We've just got one more pose. One block for this one. Once again in between your thighs. And position yourself near a wall. So right shoulder and hip are next to the wall. Have about 10 centimeters or so distance between the wall and your foot. Feet are hip width apart. Take that right arm behind you. Palm is facing the ceiling. Pinky finger into the wall. And your left arm is reaching in front of the heart, fingertips to the wall. Now if you want to go deeper, step in closer. Thighs firm in on the block. Tailbone tucks under. Push the left fingertips in the wall as you look over your left shoulder. You're creating a nice upper back bend. And come back to center. Let's release. Rolling out the shoulders, turning yourself around. Left arm behind you. Thighs firm in, tailbone tucks. Press the right fingertips into the wall as you look over your shoulder. Relax the jaw. Steady the breath. And release. You can remove the block. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale those arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Notice any newfound space in the back side of the body. Inhale halfway up. Exhale to fold. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Imagine you've got the block. Tailbone tucks, shoulders round, body comes forward. Bending in those elbows. Let's touch down. Inhaling, baby cobra, pulling the hands back, reaching the heart forward. And exhale to lower. Let's flip over. So once again, we'll place the block in between the thighs and just move your hips over just a touch to the left. Arms out to the side, you can make a T shape or cactus arms. Let's raise the feet, shins parallel to the floor, and push the lower back down into the mat, so a little core there. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the knees over about 45 degrees, and then come back to center. Exhaling once again. Inhale back to center. And this third time we'll come all the way down into the twist. Try to keep your right knee in line with your hip. If you need your second block to support the leg, if it doesn't meet the floor, place it there. If it feels okay for your neck, move the back of the head a touch to the right and then turn your head to the left. Breathe now into the lower belly and the lower back. Firm the lower belly. Inhale, bring those knees back to center. Exhale the feet down. Move the hips a touch to the right. And then raise the feet once again. Exhale to the left, 45 degrees. Come back to center. Third time, coming all the way over into your twist. And if it feels okay for your neck, move the back of the head to the left and then turn the head to the right. And try to be soft here. Try to relax the outer hips, the thighs, the buttocks. Deepen your twist by deepening the breath. Inhale those legs back to center. Exhale to lower the feet, remove the block. Let's take a few moments in Shavasana. Here is where the spine and the body realign. Softening the face. Let the eyes roll back. Tongue and jaw relax. Begin to inhale a little deeper now. Feel free to stretch the arms above the head as though you just woke up. When you're ready, roll to your preferred side. And then coming all the way up. Thanks yogis, I hope you're feeling good in your body. Those are my few favourite postures, dynamic postures to do for happy, healthy back and knees using the blocks. You would have noticed a lot of repetition in that class. The body responds well to repetition when it knows what's coming. Our body doesn't naturally tense trying to protect itself. We tend to go with the flow a little bit more. And the blocks are a fantastic tool always, whether it's restorative or dynamic. They're certainly not a handicap. They help our muscle memory to switch on. They help us to engage without so many alignment cues as well. So I hope that you felt really supported using the blocks. And I wish you a lovely day. Namaste.